Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the second game in this doubleheader between the Vancouver Pioneers and the Charlotte Shipwreck. Last game, we saw a commanding start by the Charlotte Shipwreck, but they ended up falling short to the Pioneers in a 3-1 game. Hexagon stopped 11 shots on 12 or 11. Hexagon made 11 saves on 12 shots. How to think about that one for the win. We'll see what Game 2 has in store. To the men who will call it, Mitch Mimi and TJ Rex.
Right. Yeah, I mean, you pretty much summed it up. It was a pretty great start by the Shipwreck in Game 1, but they just let it slip away from them. A couple of misplays. Pioneers took advantage of it. They got great goaltending from Hex. And speaking of goaltending, Nix's 12 is making an appearance in the crease today for the Shipwreck. Rayson has left the server for the day, I'd imagine.
Interesting choice there by Clifford. I think Rayson definitely, he didn't have an awful game last game, but there was definitely some, like I'm thinking the second goal from the Pioneers, Gabe's first goal, that one was a bit of a P-roller, I'm not going to lie. I feel like he could have, on a good day, he probably gloves that.
I feel like Hex's performance in the crease makes Rayson's look somewhat worse than it was.
Fair.
But I do think that it's a bit of an odd change right now. Nixus is not really known for being a regular season goaltender. I don't know if he's ever played in a season before up until this one.
Last season he was signed as the third string for the Belleville Blizzard, behind what was Uyghur and Frank, which turned into Rayson and Frank. So he followed his backup, and now he's the backup to Rayson, who's the starter. And Nexus didn't see any LHB action at all. He was purely in the minor league for Season 4.
And looks like puck drop is coming underway. We'll see what lines the Shipwreck send out here. Is the ones that they started with looked great in the first period, but in the second it did not work out for them. So we'll see what Clifford does for the second game. And we'll see if the Shipwreck can limit the misplays that they make this time around. It cost them 2 of the 3 goals they gave up.
You could even argue 3 of the 3 goals.
You could. And face-off underway, Gabe, Sammy, and Kia. This is a pretty good defensive line starting off for the Pioneers, as Law coming on really late for that one. Passing it across to Robbie Ruckus. Sammy the Whale in a puck battle with Robbie in the boards. Robbie trying to center it to the slot, I should say. He shoots that off the side of the net. Still on it. Nice place by Robbie. Picking up where they left off with the possession in the Pioneer zone. That pass just picked off by Sammy. Here's transports on it. Whiffs on the puck, but he'll get it in anyways. Clifford in on the forecheck against Sammy. And Clifford tried to do the drop pass, could not. Kept alive by Clifford. Good play by Gabe. Oh, he's cruising by everyone on the Shipwreck right now, but transports. Gives it right to Sammy, a shot block. Brought in by Sammy, but Robbie Ruckus going to shoot that back into his own boards. Clifford, a risky drop pass, goes all the way to Kiet. And he'll just bring it back into his own zone. Complete a line change, I would imagine. Kiet turns it over. Here's Clifford on it. Tried a shot. Now gets one is saved by Hexagons. Does not count for some reason, but that was definitely going in the net. And now Brandon bringing it up. Gets a step on Kovu. Hit off the boards. Brandon's still on it. Centers it. No one was there to get it. And now Kovu on it for the Shipwreck. Tries to look for a pass, but the perfect nut's going to swat it away. Now Nut. All the way up for Brandon. And now Free Palestine. All the way up to Brandon. Here comes Brandon with it. Goes across. Nut on it right now. Risky little bounce. Oh, what a weird bounce off the side of the net. It's brought up by Kovu. Across for Okern, but Free Palestine is going to just chip that all the way into the Shipwreck zone. Cleared up to the blue line. That's offsides. Lock goes across for Okerm. And here's Okerm, or Ronald Acuna Jr., as their new name is been changed. Here's Sammy the Whale. A shot. That's going to just go wide. It was a dangerous look by Sammy. Not really known for his goal swing ability, but still, when he gets chances like that, they're dangerous. Now Kiet. Kept alive by Gabe. A shot saved by Nixis. Rebound scores. Kiet.
Just a perfect opportunity right in front of the net to bang that home.
A juicy rebound by Nixis. That's the second time this season I've seen him do that. Without the glove, he sticks it away right on the tape of Kiet, and it's 1-0 Pioneers. Completely different starts. Shots 2-0 Pioneers, and they got the first goal of the game again. And the Pioneers are running out the Shipwreck again. Top lines against each other again. Gabe continues to cook on the faceoff. That shot almost squeaks through, but Nixis is going to glove it. That's a good save by Nixis. A centering pass, but cleared away by Robbie Ruckus. Transports, turns it over to Kiet. Didn't know where the puck was for a second there. And Clifford drops it back up for Robbie, chipped right back in. And now our doggy, let's see if that presence for the Shipwreck can help them out here. Our doggy's a very solid player.
I think that definitely will. Our doggy probably replaces...
I would imagine Okerm or Kovu. Transports a pass in the slot for Okerm. Not close enough, and the shot's not going to be taken. Transport's mystified in the chat right now. And here's Sammy on it. He'll chip it all the way to the boards. Dark Lock. Patient with it. It's got all the time in the world right now. Passes it to Kovu. A shot. Oh, off the goalpost.
Wow.
There was definitely some room for that to squeak in, but close call there. And now Kovu on it again. Cleared all the way up for Brandon. Okerm over to Kovu. Kovu a shot. That's not going to reach the target. Brandon on it. Maybe a 2-on-1. Here's Cam. It's a shot. Oh, and a glove by Nixis. That was going to go off the post, but good glove by Nixis to prevent any rebound.
Good for him to get a feel of the puck.
No, face-off. I should note our doggy has been pretty successful on face-offs, and he loses this one here. There's a shot scored. A perfect nut.
Crazy goal.
Someone clip that, please. I will note our doggy has been pretty successful on the face-off. Loses the face-off. Bang!
Commentators cursing, man. And Pioneers extend their lead. It's 2-0. Brandon with a face-off went over to Nut, and he just makes no mistake. Not the start you want if you're the Shipwreck. A team that...
a perfect goal.
Now, our doggy replacing Transports in the first line by the looks of things. Robbie Ruckus now playing defense. That shot's going to be gloved by Nixis, and he'll hold on to this one. Just trying to get a feel of the game now.
I think our doggy and Clifford has been the duo all season, so makes sense.
Game is not over. Not by any means. Still the first period. There's a face-off win by our doggy to clear it out. Clifford turns it over to Sammy, and Sammy across. There's a shot by Kiet. It's not going to go on target. And Robbie clearing it. Goes all the way towards the crease. Here's Robbie. Good keep in by Gabe. And now Robbie clears it up for Clifford. Sammy the Whale on it again. This guy is everywhere at once. It's like it's almost impossible for other teams' best players to get by him. Now Robbie Ruckus clearing it up for our doggy. Taken away by Sammy again. A shot. That's going to be gloved by Nix's. And yep, Okerm has left the game, so it looks like our doggy will be taking their spot. Robbie Ruckus. Draw pass unnecessary. Picked off by Kiet. Centering pass for Brandon. A shot. Great save by Nixis. Towards the end.
Period.
Period.
I
don't
gotta
know
head off.
all of it.
Assessing guy.
Yeah, see ya, TJ.
Yeah.
See you guys.
Thanks for being here.
Of course.
We'll see. I don't know if Brandon got all of his power on that shot, but still a big save by Nix's. Shot's 7-1. This is a complete opposite of what happened the last game. Shipwreck were the ones dominating the shots, but they just didn't score. But the Pioneers, on the other hand, have gotten 2 by Nix's.
I'm interested to see what the Shipwreck do with their lines here, because Clifford and R-Doggy have definitely been a good duo all season long. They've played together basically, they've sort of had Clifford and R-Doggy and then Transports and Robbie Ruckus. So yeah, here we go. We've got Robbie Ruckus and Transports now. Clifford and R-Doggy have definitely connected, and that's one of the things that we've seen with Clifford throughout his career is he's always had one other player with him that he's been able to play with all season long. In season 3 it was Birdo, in season 4 it was Grimace, and now it's R-Doggy, which surprising duo you could say, but nonetheless it's working for him.
And we'll see what the second period has in store for Charlotte. They've been mixing up their lines quite a bit. I do think that maybe the change could help them. Like I said, this game is far from over. It's only the first period. We still got 10 minutes of hockey to play, Minecraft hockey. But for the Pioneers, it's just keep doing what you're doing. You have the lead. At this point, you don't really need another goal. Just play defense like you've been doing all night. And not sure why the skip is not happening.
Oh, hang on, wait, the intermission clock has been reset. Did period 2 get, hang on, okay, we'll be right back. We're experiencing some technical difficulties.
Apologies for the technical difficulties. We just had problems with the game clock. And period 2 underway. Robbie, Transports, and Kovu starting for the Shipwreck. And Kiet with a face-off win. Face-offs have been all Pioneers tonight by the looks of things. Now Transports brings it in. Oh, there's a own shot, and it's gloved by Hex. Sammy the Whale shoots his own. I don't know if that was going in the net. It went off the post, but still, good awareness by Hexagons. And Transports for the 100th time in chat, hackizating everybody.
Hackizating, I love that term.
Behind the net now is Kiet. Nice move, gets off Robbie. Tries to center it all the way to the blue line for Sammy the Whale. Not where he wanted to go, I'd imagine. Pong by Kiet. That's going to give Transports another reason to say that he's auto-clicking right there.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
And now Robbie gets by with a shot, save, rebound, and it's going to be cleared to the boards.
That's a rare sighting there. Sammy the Whale being completely walked.
Doesn't happen often. And now Sammy just toying with Robbie Ruckus right now. Gets it away from him. Not able to clear it yet. Sammy, nice move on Kovu. R-Doggy back to get it. Gets by Sammy the Whale, a shot, and he scores! R-Doggy. And now the lead is just 1. Gets on the game and he makes an instant impact. Yes, Nixus. And just like that, like I said, game is far from over. Now the Shipwreck have some momentum. Much better start to the game for this period for them. And we'll see what happens now. Facts, Trillis.
That's very facts.
Ardoggy with a face-off win over to Clifford. He shoots it. Not a good shot. It's right on Hex. He's going to disglove that. And now here's a chance for the Shipwreck. Clifford in the boards against the perfect nut. Former teammates of the Season 4 Shipwreck, I should mention. Clifford and Nut. And now Lock on the puck, clearing it up to Clifford. Nut, a nice little move for a second there, but Clifford trying to draw pass. Never mind, he passes it right back to Lock. And a bad play there, but Nut's going to clear it. Brought up by Lock, over to the perfect Nut. A stretch pass for Gabe, and he's got a shot. Big save by Nixus. Aggressive goalie alert. My oh my, and now Nut whiffs on it for a second, but he gets the pass off to Gabe. Gabe whiffing on the shot. Now Brandon on it, losing it to Robbie. Right back in. Here's Sammy the Whale. Sammy getting by everybody for a second, but Robbie Ruckus, a bad play there. A shot is saved by Nixus. And now a stretch pass for Kovu. He's in alone. Maybe Key on the back check. Here's Kovu. Scores!
Excellent goal there by Kovu. Gets a nice feed off of transports. Nixus 12 notably with a point as well. That's his first career point.
Goalie assist.
Nice goal from Kovu. Slides it. Right
And the
past
first career goal for Kovu.
Is that fact check?
Never
That's
mind,
what I
second
thought.
goal. Never mind. Second goal, apparently. Damn, that was very rude, Krillis. And just like that, got a tied game. And now Kovu with a face-off win. Over to Robbie. Kiet picks it off. Nice play by Transports. But Kiet's still on the forecheck. Gonna drive him back to his own zone. Transports breaks his stick. Gonna do everything he can to keep that play dead. But here's a chance for Kiet behind the net. Looking for a centering pass. Sammy couldn't get to it. No foot race. Kovu's on it. Walking in, but Cam with a good back check. Gets it off his stick. Kovu behind the net. Up for Robbie. Chip back in. Kovu. Sammy shoots it off his own goaltender's pads, and Hexagons is going to hold it for a face-off. Now, in-zone face-off in the Pioneer zone. It's won by Ardoggy. Back for Clifford. A save by Hexagons. Clifford is doing everything but finding the back of the net tonight. Now here's Clifford with it. Pass across for Ardoggy. Ardoggy back to Clifford too far. Now here is Clifford on the puck. Looking for a centering pass. Nice drop pass there. Gets a step on Brandon, but it's cleared all the way up to the perfect nut. Lock. Up for Clifford. Shot away by Brandon. Ardoggy on it. Across for Clifford. Here's Clifford. A shot and a save by Hexagons. Hex has not been the busier of the goalies tonight, but or in this game, to be fair, but he's really stepped it up in the second period to make sure it's a 2-2 game. And now another face-off win by Ardoggy. Lock across for Clifford. He just couldn't get the shot off.
Either way, perfect nut was blocking that. Ooh.
And a shot by Clifford's going to be stopped by Hexagons.
Perfect nut knew exactly where that one was going. That's one of the disadvantages of playing against your old teammate who you've coached and coached time and time again.
You know what their plays are going to be. Ardoggy back for Lock. I don't know what the play was there. Oh, Clifford in all alone, and he scores!
Whatever the play was, it worked out.
The Shipwreck exploding on offense. A brilliant face-off play. Not sure that was planned, but they got their first lead of the night. 3-2. The R-Doggy effect indeed. It's a shame he wasn't here for the first game. Brilliant play there, and Pioneers are trailing for the first time tonight. Let's see how they can respond to that. A different line now. Free Palestine with Kiet and Sammy. So let's see how that works out. Kiet bringing it in, gets by Transports, but Transports recovers and could have been a terrible play there. Robbie Ruckus losing it to Kiet, but Transports gets it back to Robbie. Ruckus chipping it in. Sammy in front of his own net. Ooh. Oh, that could have been a terrible misplay. Kovu off the goalpost. A rare mistake by Sammy almost ends up in the back of the net, and that one's in front. And Kovu has another shot. It's going to go wide. Pioneers are on their heels right now. Kovu centers it for Robbie. A shot, save, rebound, trying to jam it in, and Hex is going to stop that. Sammy brought right back in by Robbie. Good plays by Robbie Ruckus to keep the play in. Robbie centers it. Kiet's going to drive it away. Chipped right back in by Transports. And only 15 seconds to go in the period. Let's see what the Pioneers can do. Kiet can't get by Transports. Kept alive by Sammy the Whale, but Transports will send it back behind his own net. Transports. That's going to do it for the second period. Shipwreck exploding on offense in this period after being outshot 7-1 going into the period. Shots in this period were 10-2 in favor of Charlotte. And they get 3 goals.
Big turnaround period for the Shipwreck.
And we'll see what the third period has in store. If we'll see a Pioneers comeback, or if the Shipwreck will get some more goals, or just hold on to it at this point.
No skip is called from the Pioneers, so we will take a quick break.
And we'll see you for the third. And we are underway for the third period. Shipwreck exploded for 3 goals. Have not really been tested in the crease in that period, or late in the period, I should say. Nixus did his job early in the first, and since then, it's been all Shipwreck, and now a shot there by Robbie is going to be stopped. Robbie Ruckus. On it. Can't get it by Kiet. Chipped right back in by Transports. Here's Sammy. Loses it to Transports. A shot by Transports, ponged away by Sammy the Whale before it could reach the target. I don't know if that was going to go on net or not, but another shot by Transports is blocked by Sammy. Gabe. On the puck now. Losing it to Transports. Goes all the way to the blue line, and Kiet is on it right now. And I'm not sure what's going on with the referee right now.
The Dark Lock was hanging over the bench.
Here's the Dark Lock. Or, no, that's Robbie Ruckus, my bad. Over to Kiet. Too far. Kiet across for Gabe. Picked off by Robbie Ruckus. And here's Sammy on it, just chipping it in. Not the kind of plays you want to make if you're the Pioneers, because you're trailing in this game. You gotta figure out some way to get some passes going. Brandon on it. Loses it to Clifford. Gets it right back for a moment. Nice play by Brandon. In the boards. Now brought up by our doggy. He'll shoot that right into the corner. Perfect nut. Up to Brandon. Maybe a 2-on-1. Gets by Locke. Here's Brandon in. And a back check by Locke to hit it into the corner. Brandon centers it. Cam couldn't get the stick and Clifford clears it away for our doggy. Our doggy is shot pung away by hexagons. Right to the stick of Clifford though. Clifford tries to center, cannot. Now he's got it again. Taken away by Cam. Kept alive by our doggy. Here's our doggy. Against the perfect nut. That one's shot. Blocked by Cam. Clifford a shot. Another block by Cam. Chip into the trapezoid. Not risky play there. Loses it to our doggy. And our doggy up to the blue line. Robbie Ruckus a shot blocked by 3 Pioneers. And our doggy walked away from it for a second. Could have been bad there. Kept alive by Robbie Ruckus.
Am I crazy or did Sammy the Whale just drop from the ceiling?
I wouldn't put it past him if he did. That is a Sammy the Whale thing to do. Now the shot by Sammy scores! As we're talking about him, Sammy the Whale walks right in by the defense. And the game is tied at 3.
And it is on.
Been a relatively fast-paced period. Not a lot of stoppages, not a lot of dangerous opportunities, but another defensive misplay by the Shipwreck. It's in the back of the net tonight. New game.
We'll see what happens now. Interesting now they're putting Kiet with Gabe and Sammy. Back to how it was.
Gabe's shot stopped by Nix is an important save for him.
Robbie was a
Now transport, bringing it up. Here's Robbie Ruckus. Chipped back into the Pioneer zone. Gabe getting it by multiple Shipwreck players. Sammy on it. That one's cleared up to the blue line. Here's Kiet. Taken away by transports. Turns it over to Sammy. A pass across for Gabe. Off the goalpost. And it stopped by Nixus. That had a lot of open net on that shot. But lucky for Nixus there. That didn't go in. And now Sammy turns it over. Here's Brandon. A shot. Blocked by transports. And I have to go in the third period now. Shipwreck are stuck in their own zone for the first time in a while this game. Brought in by Brandon. Clifford turns it over to Brandon. As the Pioneers look to complete a line change, that directed towards the crease, and Nix is going to glove that and get bumped onto the post. Now Brandon looks like he's drawing up a face-off play. Could be playing mind games with the Shipwreck right now. And here is Brandon on the face-off. Won by our doggy. Our doggy getting it by. Chipped in by Brandon. Nut. Can't get it by Clifford. Thrown towards the net, and it's gloved by hexagons. We've seen overtime a few times tonight. Oh, TO being called for the home team. As the Pioneers look to get some other top guys back on the ice. As I was saying, we've seen a few overtimes this season, so would not be surprised if this one also had to go to overtime. Pioneers are 0-1 in overtime this season. And the Shipwreck, I believe, are yet to go to overtime.
Indeed, and the Pioneers also have yet to score an OT goal, so we'll see if someone could make history in that aspect. If it goes the distance.
Face-off win by Kia. That's the first one they've won in a while. Kept alive by our doggy. Into the boards. Centering pass for Clifford, and Sammy the Whale's going to get that off his stick. Clears it all the way to Kiet. Here's Kiet with a chance, but the dark lock on the back check's going to stop that from going on net. Now behind the net is Kiet. Drops it back. Centers it for Sammy. Brought all the way out by Sammy the Whale. Risky play off the boards there. Cross to Gabe. Gabe Tries to get it to Sammy. Picked off by Ardoggy. A shot is saved by Hexagons. Carried out by Kia. Up for Sammy. Here's Sammy the Whale on the boards. Couldn't get the shot off. Brought up by Locke now. Here's the Dark Locke. Splits by the defense. Oh, and it's blocked by Kia. Up for Sammy. Robbie Ruckus, though, off the bench. Coming in with a chance. Dying seconds of the third period. Here's Robbie. Shoots. It's blocked by Sammy. And we are heading to overtime to decide this one. Pioneers tie it off a goal from Sammy the Whale, and we'll see what overtime has in store for us. We'll see if this goes to multiple overtimes, like the last Pioneers overtime went. And we'll see you for overtime in just a few moments.
I don't think Brandon realizes I'm streaming.
Why? What did he do?
He's DMing me a bunch of stuff.
Oh. Why is Hexagon saying bye, Locke?
Think about what I just said, Mimi.
I pieced it together now. I got it.
Okay, can we skip these? Skip these. O2 Thriller. Incoming.
Man,
Will this one go to 5?
we'll see what thrillers happen after the game, too. Gabe with the face-off win, and he shoots it right into Nix's big save early in overtime. Sammy a shot blocked by Robbie Ruckus. Now Sammy drops it back. Here's Kovu on the puck. He's got a goal in the night. Transports all the way up to Sammy. Sammy the Whale. Nice move. Turns it over, though. Transports. Can't get a stick on it. Back to Robbie. Robbie up for transports. Across for Kovu, but it's going to be pinged away by multiple Pioneers. Robbie. Cross, not far enough, though, but taken away. And here is Robbie. Gets a shot and a save by Hexagons. Both teams have exchanged a shot on goal in this overtime period. And too many men now for the Shipwreck. They got to figure out what they want to do for their lines. Only 2 on for the Pioneers. They're teleporting off their bench. And a shot and a goal off the face-off by Ardoggy. Clifford with the face-off win to Ardoggy, and the Shipwreck win it in overtime. Game over.
As that will do it, Ardoggy seals the deal for Charlotte and a big comeback win. Thanks for tuning in. More LHB coming your way soon. I don't know the schedule off the top of my head because I'm not devoted to this game. So we'll see you